Hey Jeff Jackson, I see you there. 1 minute to refresh this so I can get it running right. How are you doing this evening, bud? Let's take this and angle it more this way, huh? There we go. Maybe get a little bit of that fire action in the background here. It's a chilly one. Let me go shut my garage door real quick. I didn't even think about that. Alrighty, here we go. I am doing very well this evening, very well. We had a little bit of a hectic day, so I didn't get around to everything that I wanted to. I didn't get to live stream today. I figured this would be kind of the next best thing. Hang out with you guys in the garage a little bit. You know, most guys hang out with their buds in there. Garage at the end of the day, so I figured I'd come in here with you guys. Hey Travis, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I tell you guys what, it is cold in here, so I want to get my fire going some. It's like 16 degrees tonight. This thing is struggling with me a little bit this evening, but that's okay. Hey Mike Cole, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Actually no, I think I got my setup right where I want it. So I got a nice heat flow coming from this. We should be good to go, huh? Brought my pipe. Got some nice tobacco with me tonight, which is my regular bag. Backwoods Barbarian, how you doing this evening, man? Good to see you guys. I am glad everybody's showing up now. Trying to get my fire going here and just hanging out. Oh, well, that's good, Travis. How is the new job going, man? I'm glad you're making some friends, bud. I do want to move. Just bear with me, guys. I'm still trying to get my setup in this corner how I want it. Because, you know, we're fairly new to streaming in this spot. I just don't like how I got everything set up yet. That'll work. All right. Let's pop open the first brewski, right? Unpaved Explorer, how is it going, John Coffee? Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing this evening, huh? My DIY wood stove. I guess I actually could change the lighting here a little bit too, huh? Tweaking the stream, guys. Acting like we know what we're doing. That's HalfPace Outdoors. Wood burning stove or a fireplace? It's a little wood burner. At the moment, it's a rocket stove because I still have to make the door. But I made a wood stove out of an air compressor tank. I like it, man. It's really cool. It works nice. You know, with a little bit of common sense, I'm not going to burn my garage down. My garage is block wall to begin with, so, you know, it's as safe as it can be. I don't store fuel in my garage to have the concern about an open flame. Like, my fuel cans are stored outside beside the garage. Watch out for the shelf. I guess that does make it look. This is how far back the shelf is. I can just reach it. So I'm not going to hit my head on anything. Hey Jefferson, how's it going, man? Good to see you. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, I feel like I'm yelling at you. If I'm coming across really loud, guys, say something to me, you know? I still get that excited feeling, like, hey, I'm streaming and all my friends are showing up now, so I get all pumped up, and then I feel like I start yelling at you guys. Yeah, like I was saying, I did not get the energy or want to live stream today, and it was because me and Archer actually had a really good day today. Like, I was able to play with my baby, and we were able to hang out and laugh at each other, and him not scream at me from the time Sarah left until she got home. So it was really nice, and I decided to suck that all up and keep it for me. Oh. Hey, Greg, how's it going, man? Unpaved. Am I still making those cool bird feeders? Are you talking about the wine bottle bird feeders? If you're talking about the wine bottle bird feeders, I'm going to have those listed in our Etsy shop come springtime. I still have probably another 10 of them to sell. Just over on Jakey Cracks. I'm subscribed to his channel. I have rang the bell to get notifications for him multiple times. And I don't get notifications for Jakey Cracks channel, and I don't know why. Larry Johnson, good evening. Freezing there in Ontario? It's freezing here in Ohio too. It's like 16 degrees outside tonight. There is the man of the hour, guys. Caribou Country. Everybody congratulate Caribou Country on the birth of his brand new baby girl born at, what was it, 8:30 this morning, man? That is awesome, guys. She was 8 pounds. Absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Troy. Oh, let's see. We got people rolling in here tonight, huh? Incoming. Everybody is rolling in here, right? Man, how are you guys all doing this evening? I'm like, I'll get a few of the normal ones, and we got some of the normal ones and some that we don't normally see a whole lot of. Yeah, congratulations, Caribou, man. That is awesome. You know, we have these pandemic babies at the absolute best times when it's like the world needs some good news, man. It's really an awesome thing. 8:52 this morning. That's so cool. Mike Cole, I hope I said hi. I'm pretty sure I did. Man, I could actually, I got some heat rolling off of this little stove now. Oh, did Becca come in and I missed her? Hi, Rebecca. How are you doing this evening, darling? It was a cool looking wood burning stove, Zach. Guys, I made this out of an air compressor tank. I bought the air compressor for 30 bucks, okay? Because I needed, I really needed the motor, like the electric motor on the air compressor, because I have this other orange one that's about the same size that me and Grandpa used when we restored my first truck. After 5 Outdoors. Good evening, Cody. How you doing this morning? This morning. Yeah, it ain't morning anymore. This evening. Living MN Outdoors. How's it going, guys? Baby and Mama are doing well. That is awesome. That's so cool. We had these little rays of sunshine during the pandemic, man. It's an awesome thing. So I bought this air compressor for 30 bucks because I needed the electric motor to make another air compressor work. And it ended up being, because they thought that the piston on this one was bad, and it actually ended up being that the piston and the motor were good. So I rebuilt the orange air compressor that me and Grandpa have like hundreds of hours of use with, and I decided to turn this one into a wood stove. And it works amazing. But I really do need to get the door done so that I got some kind of like draft, because right now it just takes off like a rocket stove and it burns at 100%. Yeah, you're Fort in the hospital. That's awesome. Oh. How is everybody doing this evening, guys? We got the whole, like almost the whole crew. 14 people and only 8 likes. Go down there and smash that thumbs up, guys. Share this out, you know, get your friends in here. We're going to be hanging out for a while. I don't got shit else to do. The wife is in there. She can take care of the kids tonight, and I'm not trying to pawn them off like that because, you know, I do my dad duties. That's why I ain't been on YouTube. And tonight, I figured I was going to come out in the garage and, hey, this is live streaming. So in the evenings, after being stressed out all day, I've been coming out and starting my little fires in my wood stove and drinking a beer and smoking my pipe and just relaxing. Hi, Mom. Good evening, Mother. You guys got to look up her Valentine's Day cookies that she's been making. They're funny as hell. And I can't even put her link up on here at the moment because I got stuff all over the place. All right, this is taking off, so let's get a couple logs in here, you know. Throw a nice piece of walnut in there. There we go. Sarah might pop in at some point. We'll see. If she pops in, she'll pop into the chat. She probably will not stop out here because it's really damn cold. It's only like 16 degrees in our area tonight, guys. It's really cold. Drinking a rum and Dr. Pepper and smoking your pipe. You know, Greg, that is a really good idea. I'm about to pack my pipe up here in a minute. John, I have not braved the ice yet. Although I've had a lot of my local buddies that I went to school with talking about, they're trying to talk me into getting out on the ice, and so far I'm just not down with the idea whatsoever. I don't like messing around with cold water, man. I'll be totally honest, it freaks me out a little bit. Doing the same right now, stocking your stove in the basement, having a cup of tea. Well, I don't know. No, it's made with grains. You can't really consider beer or tea. Even maybe a salad. I got a Rolling Rock salad tonight. I actually got 3 Rolling Rock salads tonight. I have waited. Technically, I'm not even supposed to have a wood stove in the garage until we own this place, like, fully. But at this point, I'm done caring. I need somewhere to go. I can't really hang out outside and do this because the wind would just completely destroy our audio. And I need heat in my shop to be able to work in here. That's just what it's come down to. And if I'm going to have heat in here to work, I'm going to have heat in here to live stream. Should be getting that package soon. Greg, yeah, I figured I'd probably have the package tomorrow or Friday. Friday at the latest, because you're only a couple hours away from me, so it should be here within a day or two. Stoking your stove and having a tea. Okay, I got it. Stoking the stove and having, I got it now. My chat's pretty active tonight, so it's just rolling by. I'm trying to read them the best I can, but that's cool. Do you guys hear this thing roaring in the background? Can you hear it like that rocket stove sound? Because it's like, it just, this stove roars, man. It's really cool. Caribou Hospital coffee is basically tea. It's like brown water. I just got lucky that when we were in the hospital having Archer this time, there was a Starbucks downstairs in the lobby. So I had 1 cup of their hospital coffee because I didn't want to walk out of the room. And then after that, I was walking down to Starbucks or going down the street to, I think it was McDonald's. You can hear the wood stove. That's cool. Hey, Peg Leg, how's it going, man? Good to see ya. Making any bagels this evening? Oh God, dude, me doing a polar dip? Okay. If it wasn't for the fact that my legs give complete, like they lock up when I get cold, they'll go perfectly straight, man. I would not, you'd have to carry me. We would have to Zach pack me after the polar dip. So if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. Like, I want to try base jumping, but I need somebody to throw me because I can't jump. Like, what would it be called? Base falling in my instance, you know? Do I have a dampener on it? No, Greg, I don't have a dampener, and the only dampener that I was probably going to put on this was on the door itself. I'm hoping that this can be something of a temporary solution. Like, my shop is not always going to be in the garage. So there's not probably always going to be a wood burner out here. Mike Turner, you'll carry me? Dude, I'm good with that. If you'll carry me, I'll go for a polar dip. Somebody toss me in. He probably could carry me one-handed. This dude, what was that? Like a deadlift of 500 pounds or something? 500 pounds lifting, you probably could carry me with one arm. I'm like 107 pounds, man. 115 when I got my good, like, adventuring weight on. Oh. So, hi Mike Turner, how you doing this evening, man? Oh. I am a lightweight, guys. I'm a little guy. I'll admit it. But I'm built like a wedge. Like, my upper body is really broad and my legs are really, really skinny. So I look like a wedge. Roll around in the snow and then get into a hot tub. Done that a couple times. Mom, Mark did end up calling me back. I did talk to Mark today about the barn. Rich Crabtree, how's it going, man? Yeah, we are back at it this evening, just kind of hanging out by the wood stove. I didn't get to a live stream today, so I figured I'd come hang out with you guys. You know? Jeff, I got this one for like $5 or $6 at the cigar and cheap tobacco place. It was really cheap. We're staying warm now that I got this fire rolling. Greg's scale is broke. Still waking up, man. Come on now. Oh, you worked last night. That's always rough. Oh, you were cutting cookies? Working on your way home, Rich? That's awesome, man. It's always nice to be home. I don't think we need to add any to that yet. Need to add some to this, though. All right, there's one down. Here's number 2. It's been a rough couple days, guys. I'm not gonna lie. These beers are going down really smooth. So one of these days here soon, cut out 400 cookies today. Oh, all right, Daniel. Well, I hope you catch it. If you do, show us the video. Excuse me, guys. $70 degrees where you're at. That's crazy. That'd be nice. It's probably about 40 right around my stove here, but once you get maybe 4 more feet away, it's going to be another 20 degrees. It's pretty cold in Ohio. Yeah, guys, that's what Mom does. Mom makes hundreds and hundreds of cookies all the time. Wow, I actually got that first beer gone in 20 minutes. I probably haven't drank a beer in under 20 minutes since right out of high school. We're about to have a good time tonight. 3 degrees? Where are you at, Mike? Someone said cookies, they had to go get some. Sarah made me no-bakes today. Well, Sarah and Deegan made me no-bake cookies today. That is like one of my top 5 favorite cookies. No-bakes, chocolate chips, ginger snaps. Snickerdoodles, and probably the ones with like where it's a little peanut butter cookie and then you smash the Hershey Kiss in the top of them. Mom knows what they're called. I have no idea what they're called. Southwest Iowa. Wow, man. Tristan, how is it going, buddy? Good to see you. Glad you could stop in and hang out with us tonight. Oh. No bakes are an excellent cookie. No, Jefferson, they're not peanut butter no bakes. They're chocolate no bakes. My mother's cutout cookies. I do like Mom's cutout cookies. But Caribou, I don't even expect you to be here, dude. So, I mean, that's entirely on you, brother. I just want, like, you know, hey, congratulations. Your daughter is absolutely adorable. You know, maybe someday down the road we'll have to, like, work out some kind of, like, planned marriage and join our houses. You know, some real Game of Thrones shit or something. They're the same age. They'd make a good match. I'm just glad that everybody is happy and healthy and peanut butter blossoms. Okay, yeah, Mom, you have a point. The little peanut butter cup cookies are better because I do like Reese's. Reese's and Twix are my two favorite, like candy bars. Oh. That's awesome. Oh, Jakey Crack had a giveaway going? We did our giveaway the other day, and I still haven't heard from the winners yet. What you up to, sir? Just sitting here chilling, man. This is literally it. You know, I didn't get to a live stream today. So, I figured the next best thing, you know, guys hang out with their buddies in the garage at the end of the day or through the day. Well, my case, I figured I'd hang out with you guys at the end of the day in the garage. This is live streaming. This is what I've been doing at the end of my evenings when I'm done for the day. Come out, start a little fire, smoke my pipe, drink a beer. That's about it, man. It's been a week, you know. Did I get much rabbit or squirrels this season? John, I really didn't get to do too much of any hunting or trapping this year. I got to go out. Now, I am going to be snaring some coyotes out at my mother's place. But outside of that, man, with the new baby born this year, I didn't get half of the time in the woods that I didn't get hardly any time in the woods. The time that I've got out there, I've been able to go wander, and that's been about it. Living MN, good to see you back. Let me catch up with my chat here a little bit. Too bad they don't have beer vending machines. Hospitals should have beer vending machines, especially up in like the birthing wings for the dads. They would be unstoppable, Troy. Toblerone is still one of my favorite candy bars, Mom. Guys, I actually have to lose this coat. I didn't want to wear my jean coat out here because it gets really hot sitting by this wood stove. And that coat is really, well, that coat's nice when you're up and moving around. But when you're sitting, it gets a little chilly. So I wore my hunting coat out here, and it's getting a little hot sitting here. So, all right, John, take care, man. Good seeing you stop in. Had to get the kids ready for bed. Hey, man, I understand that. I fully understand getting the kids to bed. I just got out of my duties tonight, and Sarah was like, yeah, go do your thing. Oh, beer vending machines would be the best thing in a birthing unit, I think. Oh, you got that tent today? Dude, you need to let me know about that tent. I'm really interested, especially now having 2 kids and the wife. Like, that's going to be a really good family camping tent. All right, Troy. Do what you got to do, man. Gio, what's the patch on my shoulder? It's a patch that came on my hoodie. Okay, guys, this is... My hoodie is a grunt-style Whoopee hoodie, okay? So the patch, it's a Velcro patch. There's another one that goes on this shoulder, but I usually store a catheter in this pocket, and I don't like the patch being on here because it makes it hard to open the pocket. But this side I don't use, so I don't care. It's just their grunt-style logo patch. Snow trip field test coming soon. Yeah, I'm really interested to know how well that thing works out. Like, I'd like to see some pictures with gear inside for some perspective on size. If you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it, man. That'd be awesome. And definitely, like, put the groups up in the, or put the pictures up in the HalfPace Outdoors group, man. I do like the patch, Greg. It's two flintlocks on their patch. Or at least this one is a flintlock, and this one looks more like a percussion. Camera and laptop are married, so they won't talk to each other. You got me lost on that one, man. Oh. All right, let's get another log in here. Tell you what, let's shove a big one in here, you know? I bumped the edge of it. That was a little warm. Oh well. Okay, now there was a reason why I actually ended up buying this hoodie, guys. Mom, I really... Okay, if Mark is going up to Maine in 2 weeks, then I need to talk to him about that tomorrow, because I would like to go. I'd like to go. Especially if I can ride up and not have to drive. Like, I would definitely like to go. And I have a heater. You know, he was talking about taking his Mr. Buddy heater with him. I've got another one that's probably a little bit better than the Mr. Buddy that I need to test. So if I could get to the, if I could go to the camp in Maine with you guys, that'd be awesome. Be sneaking across to Maine. That's cool. Jefferson, you know, it's probably not one of the smartest ideas because they're, well, you know, I'm not going to say that. It's not a dumb idea. Because if you use a little bit of common sense, you're not going to burn anything down. And I have block walls for a garage. So there's no way in hell I can burn this place down. Use a little bit of common sense, but it takes off like a rocket stove and it just throws the heat. So I like it, man. I do. I just need to get my door. I need to get my door made. But thank you. Thank you. My neighbor actually supplied the cutting wheel so I could cut the door out because I blew through my cutting wheel when I was cutting the chimney out of this tank. Oh, but that's what I like about Donnie. You know, we can call each other all the time. Hey, I broke this. Do you have one? Absolutely, dude. Come over and get it. Oh, I'm just so glad that, like I said, man, I'm so glad that everybody came out happy and healthy. Yeah, Mom, definitely have him call me. I'll talk to Sarah either in the morning or when I go in the house tonight if she's still up. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll be hanging out here, but probably for a while. And as long as the chimneys work, like we can take saws and an axe up there and cut firewood depending on how long we're going to be staying, you know. I got a nice little roll of heat coming off the stove. It feels so nice. Yes, it does. I think I'm going to turn towards it a little bit. Did I start my spoon? I actually finished my spoon and I just haven't posted a picture of it yet, man. But it turned out really good. I like it. Okay, when do I get my spit test back? My DNA thing, I actually got an update from them the other day. And I was going to bring that up. I just kind of forgot. My DNA test, they got the, like my sample was received. And then it's like the sample goes into their lab. And then the next step is for it to start testing. My sample is now in their lab. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, Addie's going to love being a big sister. Oh, I got the side of my finger, too. When I was stuffing that last log in. I guess I could have made the door a little bit bigger, but I figured 6 by 7 inches was big enough for the size of stove that it is. Oh, let me see. Can I get away with this? I'm tired of lighting matches. So this is how we're going to light our pipe right now. Come on. There we go. Rest it just in the door and we'll get a nice little ember burning on there. Second skin for burns? Absolutely. Make the door out of an old cast iron fry pan. I'm actually I saved the piece that I cut out for the door, and that's what the door is gonna be made out of so that it's a perfect fit. That actually did not. Oh, because my pipe is out. Can you tell I'm new? Oh, so yeah, guys, on our end, you know, Archer is doing great. The kid is growing fast. He's the other day he just, or it might have been like 2 or 3 days ago, he like full on started to laugh. It's adorable. And he has the same little laugh that Deegan did when he was a baby too. It's this little chubby man laugh. Oh, it's so funny. Am I gonna do a pop rivet? No, I've got stovepipe, or not really stovepipe, but I've got wood stove bolts that are made to withstand the heat. And I'm gonna, when it's all done, it's gonna be a no weld stove, and I'm gonna do a video on it. Yeah, Greg, I do need to carve a tamper instead of using my finger all the time. All right, good night, Mom. Love you. Have a good night. Tell Mark to call me tomorrow about Maine. I'll talk to Sarah as soon as I can. Oh, Greg, about a tamper. I was going to carve my tamper out of... I'm going to carve my tamper because I'm going to carve my tamper out of the same block of wood that I carved my next pipe out of. Whenever I carve a bowl or carve a pipe, I want to I want to try to carve a tamper to match the pipe. So go down there, smash that thumbs up, share this video out, guys. Get your friends in here. Let's hang out tonight. You know, we got 14 people in here this evening. That's awesome. Live streaming. What does Dad do at the end of the day? He sits in his garage and drinks a beer and smokes a pipe. Hey, Mike, how's it going there? Good evening. Glad you could stop in and hang out with us. Let me get another log in here, guys. Smash that thumbs up and broke it. Oh, this one barely fits through the door. There we go. Now we'll really get this thing taken off like a rocket through here, huh? The beer does slow me down a little bit, but you know, you got to do that YouTube thing and constantly tell people so that they end up doing it eventually, right? Power of suggestion. Isn't that how that goes? Oh, did Huntsman come in and I missed it? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Fucking cold out there? It is fucking cold out there, dude. It's like 16 degrees by me and you're closer up to the lake. So hell with that. Well, I'll be honest, if I could, I'd be out there torturing myself too. I won't lie. I just haven't been able to get out and do that. Hike with Mike. How's it going, man? Oh, good to see everybody. We're like round 2 of people rolling through now, right? Oh, you can't puff on it if it ain't been lit, right? Well, then this is what we need more of. Steve, the pictures that you put of that knife when it was starting to lose the daylight outside was absolutely unreal. That was beautiful. That knife is an amazing piece of work, man. That really is something else. I'm hoping here soon we'll be able to upgrade these little bottles into a bigger bottle of whiskey and be able to sit out here with our whiskey glass that the Huntsman sent us for Christmas. -7 in central Minnesota. Oh man, braving it there. Warrior shorts all day. Yeah, it's got to be the way that those scales are polished, man. That thing just had a different glow. Like when you showed that off in the stream room, like that was a beautiful knife. Okay, that picture I saw on Facebook, like that's its own. It's its own creature. That's not really a knife, man. That really is its own creature right there. That's you're not going to find that anywhere else. You know, certain things have the personality of the person. Certain things just have personalities, and that's one of those things that just is going to have its own personality. -28 on Saturday, man. Y'all are nuts living in that. I didn't even want to live in Ohio. Ohio gets cold. Hike with Mike, low 60s there in Florida. I got family in Florida. Down around Bonita Springs. Light our pipe like a man. Oh, that gave it kind of like a cherry flavor, like a wood cherry flavor. Now, I found the Native Americans used to leave a birch stick on the edge of their fire, and they would use a birch stick for lighting their They're pipes. They're peace pipes. Funky cold bonita. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know how they deal with the humidity in Florida. I've been in Florida, and I don't like the humidity down there. Tristan, I think my tobacco is getting stale, and that's one of my issues with keeping it lit. And yeah, I have a tendency to talk and not puff on the pipe as much. That or I'm not getting the tobacco packed in right. There's a lot of intricacies to this that I have not figured out yet. I'm still a fairly new pipe smoker, guys, I won't lie. Went out west once with the dry heat. Got nosebleeds. See, I did better. I used to drive truck coast to coast, guys. I was a coast to coast flatbed hauler. I hauled steel for melting truck lines most of the time. There was a couple times I hauled like quarry stone or granite, marble. So I've been all over the country. And I did better in the dry heat and in the dry cold. Like the dry heat down in Arizona, New Mexico, parts of Texas. The dry heat down there was tolerable. It was a lot more tolerable for me than the humidity. But I did better in the dry cold that was up in the Rockies and like farther up into the Appalachian Mountains. I don't handle humidity and I don't handle damp cold very well. That's just my body's tolerances. It's not a personal preference, it's a body tolerance. If my body can handle it, I'd live in Alaska. Yeah, Greg, and that's about how long I've had this bag too, is just about a month. Yeah, Tristan, the dry cold in Colorado was very tolerable for me, man. I loved being in Colorado. Like, it was a beautiful state. The weather was tolerable there, but I was only in Colorado for a day here and there. Like, most of the time, I spent a lot of my truck driving time in the southwest corner of the country. That was just where my route was. I don't want to call it a route because I didn't travel a single route. But that was a majority of my travel was in those areas, the southwest corner of the country. I've been to 38 states and all 3 coasts. Pacific coast, Atlantic coast, and the coast in the Gulf of Mexico. Ah, 45 would have been nice. Man, it's been snowing, cold, and like 16 to 20 degrees here today. All right, Steve. You gonna smoke out in the garage now? See, I won't smoke in the house because of the kids anyways. I'm only smoking in the garage. The garage is mine though. Like, the house and the kitchen is, and this isn't meant to be a sexist remark or anything like that. It's just how we've agreed things should be. You know, the house and the kitchen is pretty much Sarah's to do with what she wants, or to tell me to do what she wants. And the garage is mine. This is my domain. So that's just how we work it out here. And it works out fairly well for us. We have no complaints. I don't know how I'm still seeing my breath, but like there's so much heat rolling off of here. Zach's man cave. It is my man cave. Kinda. Now, eventually, I am going to have a shop that's not in the garage. Like, we do want to be able to eventually use the garage as a garage, you know? So, we do want to, like, be able to park the vehicles in here. But in order for that to happen, you know, I got to have the barn built. She's got to have her garden shed and greenhouse so that we can get the garden stuff out of here. And once the barn is built, like my lawnmower is coming out of here, all of our feed is coming out of here, the hay is coming out. I gain so much space in my garage when the barn is built that it's ridiculous. I gain over half of my garage back when the barn is done. And then when we own the place, I can tell everybody, hey, come get your shit out of my garage. It's not your storage unit anymore. It's my garage. So whatever they don't come get, I'm hauling away or keeping for myself. Like, there's two things I really hope don't go missing, and one of them is a 10 horsepower boat motor that's an Evinrude from like the really early 70s. And then another one is a 1960s, I believe. I'd have to look at the specs on this motor that's sitting in the corner of the garage, because it was supposed to be my father-in-law's. And my brother-in-law has talked about wanting to take it and rebuild it, and he's not taken it in 6 years. And if I could rebuild it, I'll learn how to rebuild it. I think that'd be a really cool project. Even if I never stuck it in anything, if I could get that motor rebuilt and running, that'd be awesome. I'm like that, though. I like to fix things. I like to see things work again. I like to tear stuff apart and see how it operates. Or, you know, if I get it and it doesn't work, can I make it work? The guy compromises and the lady gets what she wants. I mean, Jefferson, you got to give them what they want. That's how it works, right? I guess I'm just one of the lucky ones that I give her what she wants and she gives me what I want. Oh, your wife loves the smell of the pipe tobacco? Sarah has not told me one way or the other if she thinks I stink when I come in the house after smoking a pipe, or if she likes the way it smells. I think she's fairly neutral to it. Look at a house in southern Ohio, 100 acres, big ass barn, 3 buildings, 2-car garage. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. Good luck, Rich. I hope that works out for you. Zach charges storing fee. Greg, okay, here's what I'm going to do. And I've already talked this over with Sarah, and we think it's fair. I have been trying to get her uncle and her brother to get their stuff out of this garage for the last 5 years since her dad passed away, okay? So the day that everything is deeded over and we actually full on own this place, I'm going to give everybody a fair chance. I'm going to write up a document It's going to give them 60 days. They're going to have 60 days to remove whatever they want out of this garage that is their property. And if they don't remove it after 60 days, it becomes mine. I think that's perfectly fair. Sarah thinks that's fair. And that's how we're going to handle it. Quite a bit of thick woods. That'd be awesome, man. Rich, I really hope that works out, dude. I think everybody deserves a little slice of peace in their life. I don't necessarily want to say slice of heaven because I don't want to impose my beliefs on anybody else. Get it notarized? I mean, I know a couple notaries, so if I have to, I will. You know, when it comes to what we're trying to do here, guys, we're not trying to be... We are splitting off from a larger farm and larger inheritance. And while I have to be careful about what I say, I think I can go about saying this and not offend anybody. And I don't think that my wife would have a problem with me saying this. Because it's my wife's inheritance. I really have no rights to say anything about what we should or shouldn't get. Now, you know, we could play nice and we could ride the LLC out until everybody has decided that they've had enough of it and they just want to split the farm and split the assets and everybody gets their chunk of land. But we're trying to approach this with a responsible aspect too. Like, I don't want to take more than what I can take care of. And I think that my limit is about 10 acres. Now, if it was wooded property, I'd want more, but it's not wooded property, it is fields. And responsibly, we need about 5 acres to homestead. Outside of that, I'm looking at planting orchard, like fruit tree orchard and an oversized vegetable garden where we can sell produce down by the road and things like that. So we're not trying to be greedy, but we are trying to be fair with this place and fair in splitting away from the LLC. Now, the reasons that we're starting this whole split has come from conflict, and I don't want to get too far into those specifics. But basically, we just had enough. Like, we had enough of being told what we can and can't do, or, you know, this was supposed to be my wife's inheritance when her father passed. We lost my wife's father, and this was her inheritance, and we've been basically pushed off to the side, not included in any kind of decisions. You know, and it's come down to the last couple years, like, she has a horse and we have other animals. We need hay, we need straw to be able to take care of those animals. That should have come from our own land, and we've had to go to the extent of purchasing that stuff. We should not have had to. We've had to purchase all of our straw, all of our hay, and then on top of that, guys, it really is just a huge drawn out battle that has led to us saying, okay, we've had enough and we want to split, but we want to be fair. Because, you know, her brother hasn't done anything wrong to us. We don't really feel that her uncle has done anything directly wrong to us, considering his age and the whole deal. You know, her uncle's almost 80 years old. He's done everything as fair as he has thought it to be. So we're not trying to hold any grudges. You know, we're not trying to take an all-out offensive and just rip the farm apart and take as much as we can get our greedy little hands on. We're trying to take what we can responsibly manage and what we need. Hey, Backwoods, good to see you back. Exact. Caribou, that was another thing too, you know. I'm trying to reach my third beer here. We have watched her uncle hire people. Her uncle owned an excavation company. He would pay his guys their wages to come in and do farm stuff, like harvest crop or cut hay or bale hay. He was paying guys to do that instead of getting on the phone, calling me and saying, hey, can you do this for us? Like, it's been to that kind of extent. Guys, they have told me, okay, this, I will put this out here because this was done directly to me and has absolutely no bearing on the LLC deal whatsoever. They have told me they don't want me crossing the cow fences because I am a liability around the livestock. What if I happen to fall and a cow happens to step on me? Well, there's two things to that. The farm is an LLC, so if I decide to sue the LLC, I'm suing my wife. Okay? That's how that would work. If I happen to fall and get hurt and decide that I want to sue the LLC, up to the moment where we are split and deeded, I would be suing my wife. The other thing to that is the cousins go out in the field and they panic when the cattle take step at them. They will run for the fences the second those cows take a step at them. I can walk out into the field and scratch the bull on the top of his head and he don't pay any mind to it. He just minds his own business and lets me go my way. The cows show no aggression to me. When the cousins are putting hay out in the fields, the bull throws just goes ape shit. He goes nuts. He absolutely hates the cousins. I'm the only one on the farm who can walk out in the fields. But I'm the liability out here because I'm a cripple. And then when I called the aunt out for saying that, she tried saying it was one of the cousins who said it. One of the cousins used to be my teacher in high school. Which, yeah, I thought that was kind of funny too when I married my wife and found out who her cousins were. One of her cousins was my teacher, and one of her other cousins was my brother's teacher. That's the thing, guys. We are trying to be respectable. We're trying to be fair, you know, and I don't want to be in a position where if we want to take off to the camp in Maine, I don't want to feel like we're stuck here because of the homestead. I want to be able to pack us up and take off to the camp in Maine. Wild homesteading, guys, there's a whole concept to it. We're going to kind of be breaking into it a little bit, but if I were to sue, I don't think, I probably wouldn't. If I were to sue, I'm not on that mindset, I don't think. Well, I'm glad I could offer you some sanity, Caribou. Oh, man. But the whole thing is, guys, you know, we're just trying to be we're trying to be fair, you know. I'm trying to have I don't want to. I grew up with my stepdad and my mom hating our neighbors. I don't want to hate my neighbors. My neighbors are going to end up being my brother-in-law and my wife's two other cousins. I don't want to hate the neighbors. I want to get along with my neighbors, or at least be able to pass them in silence. I don't want to run into my neighbors and constantly have to fight with them. Which, last year, me and Garth got into a fight. Garth is my wife's cousin's husband. Me and Garth got into a fight out in the field. And that was when I came home and blew up. And I'm like, all right, fuck these people. We're splitting off. We're doing our own thing. We're starting our homestead. I'm tired of dealing with their shit. But yeah, I went after him. Like, I was out deer hunting, minding my own business. He was out in the field picking up. I went out, I sat down, I was deer hunting. He comes out, oh, hey, Jake, Nunya, Texas, how you doing, man? I'm sorry, I missed you coming in there for a minute. But I was out deer hunting. Garth comes around on his little John Deere Gator. And they just harvested corn. So he's walking around picking up corn cobs. You know, he had no idea I was there. So I stayed quiet. I let him do what he was doing. I minded my own business. You know, I was hunting. He had no idea I was there. He came in to do a farm tour. He's working. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, had his mind set out to be doing. We don't communicate. He had no clue I was there. So I let him go, and he happened to come up to about 20 feet from me. And I stood up from sitting down at the tree, and I'm like, oh, hey, you know, the deer ate all the corn, man. And I laughed, just joking with him. And he kind of chuckled a little bit, and he said, oh, what are you doing down here? So I was down here just kind of hoping that one of the big fat does would walk through. I'd like to put a doe in the freezer. Oh, okay. Takes off down to the barn, does his barn chores, leaves the barn, starts heading back up towards their house, and then I hear the gator stop on the lane. And you can hear it clicking as he moves it into reverse, backs up a little bit, turns and starts coming down by the pond. I'm on the back side of the pond. So he, and it wasn't quite winter yet. This was like right at the start of deer season, so it's still fairly warm. Our deer season starts at the end of September. So he goes down by the pond and he starts ripping cattails out and splashing in the water and making all kinds of hell. So I sit there for like a half an hour and he continues to do it. So, you know, I stand up and suing Gorilla Glue because she put that. Oh my God! No way! She put Gorilla Glue in her fucking hair? Oh my God! That's nuts! Okay, so I stand up, pick my crossbow up, and I start walking back to the house. As soon as I'm like within sight distance of him, you know, me and Garth can see each other. He stops doing what he's doing and he starts walking towards his gator. And I'm like, you know what? That asshole came down here to get in my way. At that point, he came down here to get in my way. Now, I'm 5'4", 107 pounds. My mouth is 6'4" and 280 pounds. That's just how it works. So as I'm walking across the field, I looked over to Garth and, oh, that's what it was. There was two does that started coming down the field. And Gar starts splashing in the water, so they took off. And that's when I stood up and started walking back. So I look back at Garth and I'm like, hey man, thanks for fucking that up. And he gets on his little gator and you can hear it. He puts this thing to the floor and it won't even spin its tires. And he comes flying up to me and he slams the brake on and kind of slides it maybe 2 inches to the right. And he gets off and he chucks his beer can. He's, look at me, you little cripple motherfucker. And he starts running his mouth. And I put my crossbow down and I picked up my staff a little bit higher. And I'm like, you want to keep running your mouth, dude? I'm not the kind of person that you think I am. Like, let's do this. And we're just standing there screaming at each other back and forth and back and forth. And he took a step at me and I went to swing at him. And that's when he backed up and he gets in his little Gator John Deere go-kart bullshit and running his mouth and taking off through the field. Can't even spin the damn tires and he's just all pissed off and drunk. And now I could have kept my mouth shut and not said anything and we wouldn't have had a confrontation. Like it would have just been one of those passive-aggressive things. But I had enough. That's just what it was all about. I had enough. And I came home and I told my wife, I said, you know, I've had enough of Gar's shit. We're done. We're splitting off. We're starting our own thing. So that's when we started like really trying to make moves to split the LLC away. I'm not the kind of person to try to tell how things are going to be. Or like, just don't get in my way. That's the biggest thing. Let me do what I do because I let everybody else live their lives. Don't get in my way. I don't get in anybody else's way. He went too far when he called me a cripple. I will call me a cripple all day long. My wife will call me a cripple. My mom will. Hell, my sons will. If you're not my friend, don't you dare call me a cripple. That's just how it is. If I consider you a friend, I'm perfectly okay with it because, hey, cripples do it better. Cripples have more fun. That's my entire way of thinking. Like, I'm not sour about the shit that I've been through, but don't bring it at me like it's an insult because I will literally make you eat your fucking teeth. That's how I was raised. Don't take anybody's shit. You don't have to. And I'll be real, guys, I've had my ass handed to me more times than I've won fights, but I don't take it. Like, I don't have to take the disrespect. Now, in that, I also don't expect respect without earning it. You know what I mean? I don't respect every guy walking down the street. Got some good heat rolling out of this thing. My knees are getting warm. I think the only thing that really stopped me from going after him in that moment was because I had my crossbow with me. I didn't want him in the end calling the cops and saying, you know, he had me at arrow point or some bullshit like that, which I never did, because as soon as I even had the inclination like this is about to be a problem, I put my bow down. But a wooden staff in the right hands is still considered a weapon. I don't have martial arts training, but I'm pretty fucking good at swinging something. See, okay, Caribou, that's the thing though, man. Like, pick on your friends. I don't... There's a level to this, I guess. or a certain kind of feeling to it. Able-bodied people, and my wife took the longest time to get to be okay with making cripple jokes. And I don't think less of her for doing so. I don't think she should be judged negatively for doing so. Her husband is a gimp. We own it. It's perfectly okay. I think living at Men Outdoors, that's exactly how it should be, man. Your family and friends, you know, as somebody with a disability, you should be able to have the self-fortitude to take the jokes. Like, your family is going to joke with you. I don't feel that we should be sour about it. There's nothing we could do to stop what happened to us. There's no way in hell we could have ever stopped it. Life changes every 30 seconds, guys. You got to roll with the punches. Find faults in your friends and pick on them for them. That's what we do. I mean, brr. Oh, I turn away from the fire. My knees are getting cold a little now. It's like the heat is all rolling through this little corridor. And once you get a few degrees over, it's like cold air. That's exactly it, Jefferson. See, and that's why I need to get a door on this thing, because every now and again it pops and it throws a little spark out. And that's not okay. See, I didn't get messed up until I was out of high school, so, or like right at the end of high school. All right, Daniel, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, bud. I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I'm not a negative person. Negativity doesn't work for me. I'm an optimist. There's always a silver lining. Tomorrow will always be better. It's just how it goes. Can't hold your penis. You just want ugly some bitch. We might be ugly, but we make cute babies, man. Well, like us and our wives make cute babies. Yeah. I've never been told I'm too nice. I've been told that I need to stop giving people the harsh reality of things from time to time. And I'm like, hell no, people need the harsh reality. The harsh reality is the world. And the world ain't cupcakes and rainbows. I know. The world sucks. People suck. Life in general will kick your ass. It's all in how you respond. You know, you got to be able to stand up. You got to be able to pick yourself up out of the dirt and brush it off your knees. Keep on going. 1 foot in front of the other, guys. 1 foot in front of the other. Oh, Rebecca, that's messed up. Lost his ring finger in a meat grinder. My grandpa lost the tip of his finger in a 250-ton steel press. Crushed it so flat it removed it. This is the same grandpa that if you put my high school picture next to, and you can take my senior picture and grandpa's pictures from when he was in the service for Vietnam and put them right next to each other, and the only difference is really like one is black and white. We pretty much look identical. Well, you guys have seen grandpa on, some of you have seen grandpa on stream before. We're the same person, just 40 years apart, 45 years apart. I'm trying to think now. I think 45 years apart. Jeff, we do have a really awesome community of a lot of awesome people, man. We have brought people from across the border, across the country, from around the world. And the homestead is becoming home for a lot of people, you know. This is the, it's a hangout spot when we get into the live streams, really. The live streams, not really live streams. Ours are live streams. Tina Ladybug, how are you doing this evening? Good to see you. Oh, excuse me. Glad you could stop in and hang out with us for a little while. Oh. We are getting a little low here. I've only got 2 more logs left. That is one thing. I need to go out and cut a decent stash of firewood so that I've got firewood for in here. Because right now I had like half a cord out, or half a rick. I had about half a rick stacked up beside the garage, and most of it's gone already. What I have left of that rick outside is going to be, I'm not going to be able to burn it tonight. It's all covered in snow. But my tarp wasn't long enough to get to the end. So we got 2 more logs to go in the wood stove for the night. And an oak 2x4. Hi Jess, how are you doing this evening, darling? Good to see you stop by. Nunya, Texas, you're done. See, okay, Jeff, and that's kind of what I wanted this to be about, man. I wanted HalfPace Outdoors in all of its essence to be a place where we could come and share our stories, you know, share our difficulties and the roads that we've all had to travel. Hold on, Troy, you're missing a finger? I've never noticed that you were missing a finger. Oh, Jeff, I think both of the pieces that I have left will definitely fit. I'm about to put them in here. Oh, barely. Barely. Now this is what I mean by they're like the rest of them are all covered in snow. This one was half covered in snow. Oh, that's funny, Troy. Snow, wet log, and all. We're stuffing that thing in there. Stuff the 2x4 and soak in there too. Nubby. Nubby Country Outdoors. I think you should change your channel name, Troy. Nubby Country Outdoors. But, you know, that's, like I was saying, Jeff, you know, I wanted HalfPace Outdoors to be a place where we could come and share our stories, share our ailments, you know, the hardships that we've had to overcome to bring us to where we're at. You know, because ultimately, in our case, these our disabilities and our handicaps is what's going to kind of bring our community together, you know what I mean? And while we do have a very rampant following of able-bodied people, which y'all are awesome, and we can't say thanks enough for the support from you guys. We are kind of at least my focus was to be a disability and handicap aimed or focused community. And the community that we have that backs us is very supportive of that. So, you know, we really do have an awesome group of people that follow the channel and get involved in what we do here. It's an awesome thing. And I'm really thankful for each and every one of you guys. I'm putting my coat back on now. There we go. You know, we might make the content and we might be the face of the channel, but it's really our communities that make our channels, I think. Especially the ones that are more community-based or community-focused. Well, we didn't put it out, but I can definitely hear that log sizzling. It didn't like that wet log, but it's still burning. It'll get there. You and your 9 fingers will kick some ass, and me and my 1.5 leg. It's not really a half a leg. It just works like half a leg. Even though I'm pretty sure the guy that lives across the street, well, one of the guys that lives across the street, he's an amputee due to train accident. He tried to jump on a train when he was younger and fell and missed and had one of his legs cut off at the knee. And there's every now and again I still see Oscar run. Oscar can still run. I can't. I try to run and I just faceplant. Slightly stunned. Oh my god. Oh, the slightly stunned. Is it a slightly stunned or like, what was that? Oh man. That's funny right there. That's funny. Oh man, if Sarah was watching, I'd ask her to bring my dab rig out here, but I don't think she's watching right now. If she is, she's definitely not in the chat. We dwarfs are wasted on cross country. You and your Lord of the Rings references. That's okay. I like Lord of the Rings. Gimli was a badass. He was. Oh man. This rocket stove sound is just one of those things that you could listen to for hours. Can't even call it the ghost. Oh. I don't know how much longer I'm going. I already went through my other beers and I've only got about that much left of this one. I've got about a quarter of a beer left. So I'm not sure. Phantom shocker. Oh. We can either go until the beer is empty, the pipe is empty, or the fire burns out. I might go until the pipe is empty because I feel like the beer is going to be empty here in the next minute or two. I got a thirst. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure. The whole point was just to hang out. And to wish you congratulations for the new baby girl. Because she's fucking adorable. Everybody having adorable apocalypse babies. Hey man, take care of the family, take care of the wife, take care of the daughter, you know, congratulations. I'm really glad that everybody's happy and healthy, man. You guys have a good evening, get some rest. Definitely get some rest, dude. I know what it's like. And this is your 5th. I'm only on number 2. Jeff, the fire will definitely outlast the other two. Unless I just keep packing pipe after pipe. Actually, this might be about burned out too. Oh, snowplow. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll end up cutting the stream out and deciding I don't want to go in the house yet. And wake everybody up as I'm ripping out of the garage on the Can-Am. Just to go ride around the streets for a little while. Because I live out in the middle of nowhere. I can actually get away with that now. Let's get drunk and go ride the four-wheeler around on the snowy streets. That's when we need to figure out if there's a way that I could, like, zip tie the phone into the chest mount. I am going to be, in response to your comment, Jeff, your babies are around my age. I'm going to be 33 in May. May 22nd, I'll be 33 years old this year, guys. I'm still a young gun. Tell you what, we'll pack up another pipe. This will be number 3. And I think by the time I'm done with this one, that beer should be in. She's a really cute baby, Jess. Wait till you see her. She is adorable. Absolutely adorable. $33 in April for you, Tristan? What's your birthday, man? My mom and my brother's birthday is in April. Their birthdays are on 4/20. Oh. Hospital food sucks, but when I was in physical rehab food wasn't too bad. And I do like to make that distinction because I've never been to rehab for drugs. I've been to rehab for like physical reasons because after my second spinal surgery. April 9th. That's cool. 10 days before mom and my brother. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh. This has been a nice little hangout this evening. So the biggest shout out goes to my entire community for y'all stopping in here tonight. And for everybody hitting that like and getting us up to 16. For hanging out while I do nothing but sit here and drink beer and get half-ass drunk while I sit in front of my half-ass wood burner smoking my full-ass pipe. Yeah. Pop, 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 right? This is one of those times I wish I had another beer. Or maybe a bottle of whiskey. Something special about 420? Well, there's a couple things. That fire is rolling right now. Can you guys hear this thing? Like, not just the popping, but that rocket stove action. It's just sucking the air through here. Bust out my mini bellows for the stove. I don't know if I want to get my face that close to this. Like, dude, if you get your hand right here, this is about a foot away from the front of that burner. And that's hot. I'm sitting about 3-4 feet away from it. The amount of heat that this thing puts out is crazy, but it's because that there's no draft, so, or no damper, so it just sucks that oxygen right through. $34, $31, and $30. If my middle brother was still alive, we would be 33, 32, and 31 this year. My youngest brother is turning 30. He'll be 31 in April. But since I was adopted, I guess that my middle brother would kind of be up for debate if he was actually my brother or not. There was actually no blood relation there. It was basically my adopted dad was his biological father. And then my youngest brother, like, that's my half brother. We have the same mom. He's my brother. It doesn't matter. He's my brother. Both of my brothers were my brothers. My dad is just no longer my dad, which is a topic for another time. Or a story for another time. All right, Tristan, take care. Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Oh, so what do you guys want to talk about this evening? What is a good subject for us to move on to and discuss, huh? After the 19th, you're done with kids' birthdays? I think it was pretty cool that both of our sons, Deegan and Archer, their birthdays are exactly 9 months apart to the day. Deegan's birthday was March 4th. Archer's birthday is December 4th. It's exactly 9 months apart to the day. I thought that was really cool. Which is going to help me remember Deegan's birthday, because for up until Archer was born, anytime somebody would ask me, what is Deegan's birthday? I wanted to tell them March 3rd. And that's because we went into the hospital on the 2nd. And he wasn't born until the 4th. Or no, we went in on the 3rd. We went into the hospital on March 3rd, really, really early in the morning. And he was not born until like 2 a.m. on the 4th. So up until Archer was born, I always had to sit there and think, when was Deegan's birthday, so that I didn't get it wrong. And I had to say it was March, like I had to count it out in my head, 3-4. March, the 3rd month, the 4th day, 3-4. And then Archer ended up being born December 4th. So I'm like, oh, well, they're just 9 months apart now. So it's March 4th and December 4th. I have shit memory, so it just helped me. As soon as I put my coat on, now I want to take it off because I can feel the heat just reflecting out of the corner. I wonder if I hit that smokeless axe, that smokeless reburn. Anyone need to buy some chickens? No, Jake, I don't think we need to buy any chickens. We're about to start our first hatching project here in probably the next, 3 to 4 weeks. I want to start my next, I want to start our first hatching project. Okay, hold on. You seriously got 10,000? Okay, do you have 10,000 chickens? Is that what? Okay, I need a little bit of backstory because apparently I missed this in my chat as it was rolling by. Oh, 10. How the hell do you have 10 grand in chickens? How many fucking chickens do you got, Jake? What the hell, man? Jess, none of ours were planned. Like when Sarah got pregnant with Deegan, she was on birth control. And then, you know, we've been trying for the last 4 years to have another baby. And because of my medical issues, we didn't think we were going to be able to have another baby. So Archer coming along was kind of his own little blessing all in its own, you know. We were $10,000 worth of chickens. That's crazy. I went and saw my urologist specialist last year, okay? And I spoke to him, and he was supposed to be giving me references so that we could go see a fertility specialist. Because of my health issues, it has nothing to do with Sarah's ability to have children. It all comes down to me because of my spinal cord injury. I went and saw my urologist. I came home. I was waiting for an email from him for a referral. And it was like maybe a week after I went and saw him. Sarah came home and we got it on video. Actually, it was in the Quarantine Diary series. And I think it's in the video, my DIY Micarta scales. I actually caught it on video where she came into the shop and I told her that she was pregnant. My wife didn't get the chance to tell me she was pregnant. I told my wife that she was pregnant. Amen Simani, aren't those the black chickens? Like they're all black, even their organs are supposed to be black. Isn't that what those are? Jeff, it wasn't a stream, it was just a video. But yeah, I started crying. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be able to have any more kids without specialist help. So Archer coming along was just a whole like little blessing all on his own, you know. And then I got an email. I never ended up sending my urologist an email saying, hey, you know, it happened, we're pregnant, I don't need your referral. He ended up sending me the referral. And I had to message him back and be like, hey, I'm sorry. I know that you put time into this, but we don't need it because I got her knocked up. And then Rackley was like, oh, that's awesome, man. If you ever want to go hunting, let me know, because my urologist owns hundreds of acres, and he's always, every time I go see him, you need to come trap coyotes and help me shoot deer on my property. I've got a more personal relationship with my doctors, I guess. Oh, no worries, Steve. I get it, man. I don't expect you to be here all the time. Jess, there's a part of me that I do want more kids. I'd like to see 3 kids. I grew up with 2 brothers, you know, my half brother and my stepbrother. We didn't know about my middle brother until I was in my teens. And we still never really had too much of a connection with him. Sarah wants 4 kids. I want 3 kids. So we'll probably end up with something like 7. You know how life goes. I hope we don't have 7 kids. If we end up with 7 kids, I'll end up having to buy more acreage. Be like, look, guys, we need 2 acres of garden here. Oh, those are the black chickens, Jake? That's awesome. Guys, buy Jake. Okay, they're at Nunya, Texas on the back 20. Has some black chickens. And some of them are going to be cocks. So make sure you go buy Jake's black chickens. 7 sounds reasonable. 7 sounds like suicide. My grandmother was one of 7. Thank you, Tina. He is his own little blessing. Archer has been a challenge, but he's been his own little blessing. Oh, Jeff, don't say triplets, because we are the generation due for twins in my family. Every other generation in my family has twins, and it's my generation that's due for them. I don't think my brother can produce any more kids. He had 3 sons, and then I'm pretty sure he got snipped, but I'm not sure, to be honest. I think he did, though. Oh, excuse me. Archer is so good, though. He's like 12 pounds of solid fat. It's so funny. We make, like, I'm this little skinny guy, okay? And Sarah is not what I would say is remotely a big girl. Like, Sarah is average, okay? We make the absolutely fattest babies. After I said that about my wife, I feel bad, because my wife is fucking hot, and there's no denying it. Like, my wife is amazingly gorgeous. Yeah, Jess, I know that once a guy gets snipped, it can be reversed. Then again, my brother is the kind of person that I don't think he should have even had 3 kids. But regardless of how me and my brother get along, he takes care of his children. Big and black. Yes. Have you got, well, it's been a while. I know that you guys have seen our little rooster running around, but it's been a while. Jack is getting big. My rooster is getting big. He's probably almost 2 feet tall now, if not a little bit taller. And he's starting to get wide. But he's still got this, like, really wild coloring to him. You got twins? That's cool. Yeah, Jefferson, I don't know why any guy would want to reverse that, but I mean, the option's there, I guess. That's just nuts. Get it? Oh. Many men reverse that? That's just crazy. I couldn't see, like, I don't know. I guess life changes as you go. But, I mean, if I'm going to end up, if there's a day that I ever end up getting a vasectomy, I'm not changing that. Like, that's just how life rolled out. That's right, Jefferson. If they end up having to have that reverse, they made a shit decision to begin with. Paragon Ranch, how are you doing this evening? Where's the Rolling Rock? Here's the Rolling Rock. It's almost empty. I'm almost out of beer. Once this one's gone, I'm out of beer. I need more beer, guys. Where's your Coors? Is the Coors in the can koozie? The Coors is in the can koozie, isn't it? It was a good night for a really good evening for a pipe and a beer. Even though my lighting stick is just burning like mad now. There we go. Ah. Wildman 307, how you doing, buddy? Party foul? How's that a party foul? Hey, I like my Rolling Rock. I'm not much of a beer drinker. I'd rather sit back and sip on whiskey or bourbon or moonshine, but, you know, I went to the store. I went to Walmart one day, and on my way to Walmart, I passed the liquor store, and I said, you know, I'm going to stop there and buy me a bottle on my way back through. And while I was at Walmart, I happened to see a 12-pack of Rolling Rock staring at me. And I'm like, well, do I want one bottle or do I want 12 little bottles? I think I'll take 12 little bottles this time. And it's worked out fairly well. Oh. Hey, Coors is good beer. I used to like drinking Coors. There's nothing wrong with that. Homesteaders drink beer, and it's okay. I don't think we could be homesteaders if we didn't drink beer. You got to have some way to let that stress go, you know? I get it. Oh, a case has been sitting in your entryway for a week. I might keep a case around for a month, but it doesn't, yeah, about a week. I might keep a case around for a week. I'd just rather have my whiskey. I'm big on my whiskey. I like that little bit of smoky flavor. That is the end of the beers, guys. We're out of beer. Gas station girly beer. You know, I was wondering because I do like my Rolling Rock. And Rolling Rock is a pale ale. So I'm like, you know what? This stuff has got to have a higher percentage than Little Joey beers. And this stuff's actually rocking at like 4.5%. So it's not bad. Give me bourbon. Bourbon is a good one. Bourbon is good liquor. Oh, fuck you, Santa Claus, because I don't have to hide behind a fake-ass name. Go troll somewhere else. Oh. Between Iron City or Jack Daniels, you'd have to choose Jack Daniels. I like Glenfiddich, even though I think that's more of a Scotch. I think Glenfiddich is more of a Scotch. Oh, Jack's not bad. Jameson, I'm a big Jameson drinker. I really like my Jameson. Oh wow, I'm missing something that's happening in the chat there. Out of beer but never out of school bus. We got Santa Claus and we got school bus in here. Hey man, take them out because I'm just sitting here chilling at the moment. I don't care. You know, people just got to be ignorant and see their comments roll across the screen. It's cool. It's whatever. They got to fit into the crowd. If they don't fit into the crowd, they're just lonely in mommy's basement. Thanks for the shout out. Are you even a channel? Or are you like a window licker kid? Thanks, Steve. Hey, Tom. How's it going, man? How are you doing this evening, my friend? Oh, we actually got a bunch of people rolling in here this evening. So how are you guys all doing, huh? Wiz Kid King Outdoors, Jakey Crack Outdoors Raid. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in, guys. Mo Homesteading, how are you doing? JD, how's it going, JD? Bob Preston, thanks for stopping in, fellas. How are you all doing? We got a Jakey Crack Raid going on, huh? Well, I really appreciate that, guys. That's awesome. So this is the HalfPace Outdoors and Homestead. Hey, Mark McCarty, Bubba Ewert. I hope I said that right. How's everybody doing this evening, guys? Thanks for stopping in. I'm all out of beer, but we're smoking the pipe and hanging out by the wood stove in the shop. You guys are stopping in and seeing the HalfPace Outdoors and Homestead. So how is everybody doing this evening? Adam S., thanks for stopping in. Oh, it's awesome seeing you guys. I'm glad everybody could roll by. You know, I was just saying earlier that we go from sniping trolls to being raided in 5 seconds. Dude, that's how the Huntsman Alliance works. That's just how the Alliance goes. We will be trolled 1 minute and then have all of our friends and our friends' friends stop by the next, right? I remind you of John Lennon. Is it the Mohawk? It's the Mohawk, isn't it? Hey, if we can even get a raise of 4 or 5 of you guys stopping in here, that's good enough for me. You know, I don't need a big crowd. I just need a small crowd of the important people. That's all that matters to me. So we just went from like 11 to 18 viewers and 20 likes. So yeah, guys, as you're rolling in, smash that thumbs up, share us out. Make sure you go down there and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. You know, we do all kinds of crazy shit out here on the homestead. The Wolf Pack, that's how, yeah, there we go. It's the Wolf Pack. Oh, I wish I had more beer, though. I am all out of beer tonight, guys. That's no fun. So how is Mo doing? It's been a while since I have seen anything from Mo. Mo, we are sitting at like 16 degrees right now. It is freezing cold outside. So I thought it would be a good evening to come out here and sit by my wood stove that I made out of an air compressor tank with all of my friends this evening. What's my 20? Northeast Ohio. We are in Northeast Ohio. I'm about an hour away from the PA border and about an hour and a half south, 2 hours south of Lake Erie. Depends on which route you take. I can usually get there in 90 minutes, but that's because of the way I drive. So how is everybody this evening, guys? I really appreciate the raid. That's awesome. It's been a while since we've had a good channel raid come through. We have probably 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground right now. Speed limits are optional. Speed limits are entirely optional. And stop signs, you only have to stop if it doesn't have the white ring. If it's got a white ring, whatever. Yeah, Jeff, I'm actually not getting any kind of stream health notification. So if it's buffering, that's all on you, bud. It's not on my end tonight. Getting snowed on again tomorrow. We are looking at getting more snow tomorrow. I think tomorrow our chance of snow is like 20% with less than an inch. Jakey Crack is good people. You know, I am subscribed to Jakey Crack's channel, and I have rang the bell for his channel multiple times to get notifications, and I never do, and I don't understand why. So I do watch Jakey Crack's videos. I don't know why I don't get notified when he goes live or when he drops videos or anything. I'm constantly having to go check his channel, and I'm constantly ringing the bell. Always acting up. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, Jeff. Maybe try restarting your phone or set the resolution of the stream down, because I stream in 1080, so if you drop it down to like 720, it might help you out. Then again, like Mo is saying, it could just be YouTube's thing, because YouTube is all kind of screwy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, so 20 people, 23 likes. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Man, that is awesome. This is one of the highest concurrent viewers we've seen in a long time. Big shout out to Jakey Crack Outdoors. If one of my mods has his links and wants to share it, that'd be appreciated. I appreciate a good raid, and I'll share a link out when it happens. That's an awesome thing. All right, Living MN Outdoors, take care. Thanks for hanging out with us while you could. I go through quite a few matches with this thing, but it's almost burned out now. And it's because I keep talking instead of puffing on it. I've not quite figured out the intricacies of smoking a pipe yet. It's like a little fire. You got to tend your little fire inside of the bowl. There is Jakey Crack Outdoors links. Thanks to Mo Homesteading. Guys, make sure you go over, check him out, give him a like, give him a subscription, you know. Jakey Crack does some good content. I like watching his channel. This has been a great raid, Adam, and I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, they're like little fires. You got to kind of tend it. And sometimes I end up ignoring it. And I talk to you guys more. But that's okay. Relights are relights. They happen all the time. We're actually cooked out now, so that's cool. Depends on what's in there. It's actually tobacco. This is I've been being good, Adam. Although, you know. If you know, you know. Oh, man. This has been a great evening. I really thank everybody who has stopped by. We've been at this for 2 hours and 20 minutes now. Big old Jakey Crack raid, 24 likes. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate that. You know. Adam knows. Adam definitely knows. I was actually saying earlier, I wish my wife was watching so that I could get her to bring my dab rig out here for me, but she's not watching, so I didn't get my dab rig. That's what's up. No, guys, I live with a spinal cord injury, so I kind of partake for the medical aspects of it. I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy the high from time to time, but there's a lot of the medical aspect. It helps with the spasms and everything like that. Haven't smoked weed since 97. Jakey Crack Outdoors, there is the man himself. How are you doing this evening? I really appreciate you sending everybody over for the raid, dude. That is absolutely awesome. I really appreciate that. Okay, Steve, so we all want to know how you remember that you haven't smoked weed in the back of Melissa Stanberry's car since 1997 at Tyson Pond. Holy shit! Dude, do you mean Tyson Pond like Akron Metro Parks Tyson Pond? Okay, I really want to know if you mean Tyson Pond in Akron Metro Parks. That'd just be absolutely crazy. There is Jakey Crack's link, guys. Make sure you go over, give him a sub, check him out. I really like his channel. Guy does some awesome work over there. Hey, Raymond Williams, how you doing, man? How are you feeling this evening, dude? You've had a hell of a trial before you lately. Okay, a different Tyson Pond. I was about to be like, holy shit, do we really have, like... memories from the exact same place? Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, Jakey Crack, I really appreciate the raid and every one of your people stopping over, man, hitting that like. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate it so much. Doing good, Raymond? That's awesome, dude. I'm glad to hear that, man. Two farmers' daughters. I married the farmer's daughter. I do what she tells me to do all the time. It's okay. She's about the only person that could ever tell me what to do. My own mama couldn't even tell me what to do. Oh shit, guys. Oh, well, this has been an awesome stream. Even though we couldn't get to a live stream today, like I said, I thought bringing my buddies out to the garage would be the next best idea. So we can do a live stream tomorrow, or we can do a live stream on Friday. And no, I have not butchered my ducks because I have been saving those for doing on a stream. Changes you forever. Hey, Adam S., thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Hope to see you again. If not, then hey, man, find your way and go about and do you. I've been doing really good here, Ray. No complaints here, man. Me and Archer had a really good day today while Sarah was at work for a change, so it was nice. Do you ever incubate your duck eggs? Paragon, we are going to be starting our first hatching projects this spring. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Bubba Ewert. I hope I said that right, man. Hope to see you again. Yeah, Paragon, this year we're hoping to hatch our own duck eggs. And our eggs will be a mix of, let me think, Rowan and Khaki Campbell ducks. There'll be a mix between the two. So they'll still end up being like a 5 to 6 pound duck when it's time to butcher them. Whereas the mallards are only like a 3 pound duck. If we were going to raise a meat bird, I wanted a bigger meat bird. instead of the mallards, because the mallards are really small. Like the mallards are only, literally their bodies are only about yay big, whereas the Rowans and the khakis are almost twice their size. I'm really excited to do our first hatch project too. I've got a vintage egg incubator. It's like from the 70s and it still works. So it's going to be a really cool project in a couple ways. Like it's going to be our first hatch project. We're going to be doing this like hybrid duck. And then on top of that, we're going to be doing our first incubation in an antique egg incubator. So it's going to be really cool. Oh, did Paragon Ridge have a live and I missed it because I'm live too? I'm sorry, guys. I try to stop in on your lives when I see them up, but I'm just starting to get into the swing of the social media life again. So I'm starting to get more involved in everybody else's live streams too. Mo, raising turkeys would be cool. I want to hunt my turkeys this year. Then again, I've been trying to hunt my turkeys for the last 2 years, and it's just not been successful. Jefferson, so why would you stop smoking weed from that? Oh, I must have missed something from Huntsman. No, that's how I am too. Like I'll roll into some people's lives and just let it roll and never say anything about, like never even say anything that I'm there, because I don't have time to sit there and chat. So I just let the live play and listen podcast style, I guess. Especially when I'm doing something, it's nice to just put my phone in the pocket and let somebody else's live play and listen to them. Your lives are random, but I do watch for the Paragon Ridge Ranch social hour. When you do the social hour ones, those are the ones I really try to get in on. I did see that you got some from Payne Family. You're the quail from Payne Family. Is that where those ones came from? Okay, you ended up hatching eggs, Paragon. You ended up hatching eggs that were in your refrigerator. That one totally blew my mind because I didn't think you could do it. I get it, Mo. I stop in on live streams lately and they're like, oh my God, it's Zach from HalfPace Outdoors, or it's Sarah from HalfPace Outdoors. You guys got to go see what they're doing now. And then the whole chat ends up being like, oh, hey, they got this whole new concept, and people just start rolling on about it. Every now and then, not all the time. Payne was the fridge eggs. That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way those are going to hatch. And then you had that video like, hey, we hatched eggs out of the fridge. I'm like, whoa, wait, what? No way. Oh. Oh, Tom, why didn't I have success on turkeys? My first year, because I missed 2 shots. I got nervous and I missed 2 shots. And then my second year, I just never had any luck calling them in. I don't know what I did different, but my second year hunting turkey, I never had luck calling them in. I'm pretty awesome. I'm okay. I'm okay. My wife and my kids are awesome. Thank you. It's cool. I appreciate it, guys. I do realize that I'm on a different level than just about everybody else, and I don't really try to play that out as much as I guess I could. I don't know. I do me. It was just a good idea to start showing people on video what me is. Mo, you just said it the best. We are all awesome. Every one of us. We've all got our own little quirks that make us awesome. And that's what the whole thing is. Once I learned what YouTube was, I started watching it for people's personalities and not much like, oh, well, they're out in the woods camping, or, oh, hey, they're putting this thing together. It's like, okay, well, what's the personality behind the person doing this project? That's it. That's exactly right, Paragon. You do you, I do me, we do we, right? YouTube is a lot more of a community than I thought it was. That's for damn sure. Okay, Huntsman, I don't want to say that you're our dick because that just sounds wrong, but like you're the asshole of the friends group, okay? Like every group of friends has their asshole. Huntsman is our asshole. And I mean that in the best way. Like if it really wasn't for you and the support that I get from you directly, man, it's I can't say thanks enough. Even the encouragement on the ideas that I'm like, hey, should I go out and do this? And you're like, fuck yeah, just go do it. You got this. You're all right. You'll be fine. Like, that's invaluable. You are the one friend. Oh. All right, how long have we been at this? 2 hours and 30 minutes. Well, guys, I think I am going to go ahead and call that a night because it is 11:30 where I'm at now. So, not to go from 100 mile an hour to 0, but I'm getting tired. I got a hell of a buzz on now. Y'all have been awesome. This has been a really great stream. And I really appreciate it. Everybody stopping in. Hey, this is live streaming. Even if, you know, this isn't necessary. I don't think this one qualifies as a live stream. Because even if we have been sitting here just bullshitting, you know, this is my life at the end of the day lately. I've been getting my thing done at the end of the day, and I come out in my garage and I've started a little fire in my wood stove, and I hang out and I get myself together, and then I head back in the house at the end of the evening. So bringing you guys out here kind of worked out, and I'm glad that everybody came out this evening. So big thanks to Jeff Jackson, Raymond Williams, Tom Ritter, the Huntsman, Paragon Ridge Ranch, Mo Homesteading, Jakey Crack for the Raid. Guys, make sure you go check out Jakey Crack's channel. Give him a sub. Give him a like. This is the family party. This is the HPO family, and we love all of you guys. So, without dragging it out, thanks for stopping in, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you guys all on the next one. If we don't do a live stream tomorrow, we will definitely have a live stream Friday because I got to get these ducks butchered. So, if I don't see you all tomorrow on kind of a informal, hey, we're going live, then I'll see you on Friday with a, hey, informal, we're going live. Thanks for stopping in, guys.